All right, next confession. Right. I steal my housemates' food and nobody ever suspects me because they think I am vegan. I was vegan when we started living together, but I gave up since then, and I started stealing anything I can get my hands on.
Okay.
They never suspect me because they think I wouldn't eat those items. Never been even close to being caught. I always make sure to cook when nobody's home or hide the packaging and wrappers in my trash. It's more about the fact that I can do it without consequences that makes me do it. What?
What?
Nobody complained about missing food items more than a couple of times, so I don't think I'm that much of a nuisance. Edit. Just wanted to clarify a few things. I didn't lie about being vegan. Other people know in my life I am not vegan anymore and don't lie or hide facts about this anymore.
Okay.
People I live with are never really around to socialize, so they never had the chance to find out about it. Also, if they ever said anything about it, being upset or really in a bad situation because of my actions, I would definitely stop. Copium. My reasoning is that I don't take a lot, or that what I would take was going to go to waste anyway. Okay, sure. Food constantly goes bad in the fridge. This is no way me trying to get away from the fact that what I'm doing is wrong. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but it's a bit of an addiction.
A bit of an addiction?
Yeah.
So this one is weird to me because I saw the headline and I was like, all right, it's wrong, but it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
But it's the way they justified it.
It's more about the fact that I can do it without consequence.
Yeah, what I'm realizing from reading this subreddit is that I feel like it's not confessions. It's more like, please back me up in my shitty actions.
Yeah. No, legit. Like, so what? So you think it's like okay to do it because there's no consequences for it?
I was like, this didn't sound so bad, and then you kind of made it worse, and then even with the edit, you're like trying to justify it even more than what you did before.
So they used to be a vegan, and they're not anymore, but the other people around them don't know that. So
yeah, and then he's saying he didn't lie about it because maybe someone didn't ask. He's like,
and then he said, I don't lie about being a vegan, but you are.
I just like, this is the worst because there's like, especially like, he's like, I don't even socialize with them, so he doesn't even fucking talk to his housemates. He's stealing from them. There's nothing worse than like coming home. Like I remember, like again in university, you'd come home after a long ass day.
Yeah,
I'd cycle every day, so sometimes I'm tired or it'd rain. I'm like, fuck, man, at least I got that one oven pizza.
Yeah,
and the motherfucker ate my oven pizza. I'd be like, dude, man, come on.
That's the one thing I was looking forward to.
Dude, and he'd be like, yo, you're just gonna throw it away. You weren't gonna like, fuck off, man. It's mine.
Yeah,
I get to decide if that shit
it wasn't your decision to make.
Yeah.
Do you know the biggest red flag about this confession? The fact that they contradict themselves.
Yeah.
They first say it's more about the fact that I can do it without consequence that makes me keep doing it.
And then he's like,
and then they say my reasoning is that what I was going to take was going to go to waste anyway. That's that.
This is what happens when people who are pieces of shit realize they are knit so close to the Venn diagram where they're like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna realize I'm a piece of shit. They're like, no, I have a good excuse, and they like pull themselves out of it because he knows for a second he's like, shit, maybe I am the bad guy. No, the food is going bad. Not a bad guy.
This is one of those moments where everyone's sharing like a funny story or something, and then there's this one dude who says something like this, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Dick, actually, that's a dick move." And he was like, and they have to like backtrack. They're like, "Oh no, wait, it's just a funny story."
Yeah,
it's not
let me give you my life story. Actually,
the food was going to go to waste anyway.
Yeah,
it was going to go to waste anyway.
Probably. I don't know. I ate it before it did.
Yeah, the entire comments are like, out of all the confessions we've had, I have not seen. These comments are
you are the enemy of the people.
People hate this guy.
Well, yeah, because
this guy's the worst.
Because everybody is imagining being the roommate or the housemate.
Okay, now here's the question:
Yeah.
Would you rather be this guy's roommate or on a date with the guy,
or get cooked at a cheesecake factory?
Get cooked at the cheesecake factory. I think I'd rather be cooked
at the Cheesecake Factory.
I'd rather be cooked at the Cheesecake Factory.
Damn.
You know, I think being cooked at the Cheesecake Factory, that's a one-day thing, you know. That's a funny story as well to tell. This one, you just have a dickhead or a roommate.
Yeah, that's a shitty roommate to have.
Yes.
Okay, this one is from a deleted account. When I was around 10, I bought about 15 packs of fake Pokemon cards for super cheap. I traded all of them for real good cards. This subsequently got Pokemon banned from my school, permanently to this day. I lost the cards like a year later, though.
How did he lose the cards?
How did you lose the cards, dude? So you committed a crime.
Fraud. You committed fraud.
Frauds.
I don't know how... I feel about this one. I mean, I need time to mull it over.
Did you ever? Okay, so obviously everyone had that like phase in primary school or whatever, where Pokemon cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, were like really big, right? Did you ever have that moment where like those card games got banned from your school?
Yeah.
No.
You did it?
No. Why did they get banned from your schools?
Because people kept playing them.
Because people playing them, people doing trades,
people getting fights over it.
Fights.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like people getting into like fights at my school because like I guess a Yu-Gi-Oh trade had gone south.
Yeah. I mean, I think I remember like football cards got banned from like our school because I had like absolutely scammed this kid.
Yeah.
It was like such a bad trade for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave me like, this is like back when like Ronaldinho was like the GOAT.
Oh yeah.
He like gave me Ronaldinho for like some fucking mid-ass defender player. And then his like mom stormed into the school because he was upset about it after he realized. And yeah, I was like,
how did you convince him that that was a good trade, or did he just not?
I don't know, some Better Call Saul shit. When I was like 11, I was like, "This is the best deal ever, man. You should trade me." Like,
you know what's really,
he and I still think that's his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have known.
He should have known.
Don't be getting into trades with slimy dudes.
You know what's funny? I have a very similar story to this. Like to this Reddit post right here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
My dad worked when I was back in primary school. He worked at like one of those like Japanese printing companies. I don't think it was Epson.
I think you told the story.
Yeah, I think I've told this story.
He printed something.
Yeah, he used the really high end printers at Epson. I think it was at Epson. To basically print all the parts of Exodia. And I've traded those for like actual real Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So you're telling me that is wait, what did this guy do again? What's his sin?
He bought some fake Pokemon cards and traded them for real Pokemon cards.
Did he know they were fake?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
He was 10 though. Come on.
Yeah, you don't know any better.
Yeah, you're 10. Yeah. Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
10,
also, a 10-year-old is not gonna look that deeply into a Pokemon card. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Charizard," and then
honestly, it's on the buyer side for verifying the purchase.
Exactly.
You know.
You got scammed.
You're actually perpetuating scams by participating.
No, because
you're at fault.
Okay, here's the thing. If there is a time you want your kids to learn a harsh lesson, it is at 10 years old. Yeah. If anything, this guy might have been doing everyone he scams a favor.
We should put a statue of this guy up.
We should.
I mean, look, he's 10 years old. Look, it's a good time to learn about being scammed because you will not forget that shit. If you get scammed at 10 like that haunts you.
This is the real crime with no consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
There are zero consequences for this.
Exactly. There are victims to this, but it's almost a victimless crime because I would say the lessons that those kids learned from being scammed at the age of 10, they are never going to forget that for the rest of their lives.
Not only that, you double down by losing the cards a year later. So not only did you trade off fake Pokemon cards, essentially steal these kids like real Pokemon cards, and then you were like, "Fuck you guys! Now I don't have them. They're somewhere."
So actually, you gained a net nothing.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you taught some lessons. You learned a lesson yourself since you have clearly identified that you committed a sin. I feel like everyone came out of this better.
Yeah, you're going to head for that, brother. Don't worry. Well done.
Kids need to learn sometimes, man. Legit. All right. Next confession. I'm a bartender and saw a guy once drug another girl's drink. Oh, I don't like where this is going. And while he wasn't looking, I switched the drinks. I then watched the guy drug himself.
Oh my God.
I mean, perfect.
God damn.
This sounds like a TikTok skit that didn't really happen, if I'm being honest. But,
this is like a scene out of like James Bond.
Yeah. I was working a late night shift at a really exclusive club and there were tons of people there and I saw this guy drug a really pretty girl's drink, so I had to take action. This had been on my chest for the last few months and it finally feels good to confess about it. Until now, I had told no one and I just feel much better. I feel like I truly did the right thing and I acted on instincts.
Honestly,
okay, well, you're kind of like you're kind of like sucking your own dick a little too much here. If you want to do the right thing,
I'm the hero.
If you want to do the right thing,
we have some live audio from his confession.
Yeah. If you really want to do the right thing, why don't you just report the guy?
Yeah, you could have also just easily, I don't know, grab the drink, pour down, and then just be like, whoops, someone accidentally took your drink or whatever.
Like, I get it. It sounds like a funny story. At the same time, probably would have been better to just report the guy so he gets on a list or get reported to the police or someone.
What are the odds? Okay, this is like me just going way too deep into the story. What are the odds that they both got the exact same drink and he could just do a little switcheroo? How often do you get the exact same drink as someone else?
What do you mean?
Like at a bar? At a club, they're like, the two have the exact same drink. They didn't want to have a different drink.
I think it can happen often. Yeah, you can go up to a girl at a bar and just be like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink or whatever?"
Oh, right.
And then just get the same drink.
Right? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? But like, here's my question: like, okay, you obviously saw the dude putting stuff into the drink.
Yeah.
What if that? Most likely, it was going to be like some kind of like thing to like knock the girl out or whatever. But what if it was like cyanide?
I don't think anyone's bringing cyanide to the
What
club.
if that guy really wanted to just kill the girl? And he was like, switcheroo, oh, he's dead.
What are we? We're witnessing the fucking KGB assassination going?
What if he was like an undercover KGB assassin?
It's like, were you thinking of putting plutonium in the tea?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
It's like, damn, man, he like just exploded.
I'm just like, this seems like a bullshit story. Number two, what the fuck is up with this confession being like, I have ascended now. I am Jesus. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Confess, I gave $1 million to charity.
I feel this is like
I felt bad that I couldn't give more. I wish I could suck my own dick harder.
Yeah, by really exclusive club, it's probably like some like pub in the Midwest. It's just like, this is what I want out of my career.
Okay.
I mean, look, if you actually did it and this is like legit, then
everyone's saying the same thing as me.
Okay,
people are just like, this is identical post. I've seen this thing yesterday. This sounds like bullshit. And
all right, next one.
Look, we all want to be the hero, man, but
I just don't think like faking stories on Reddit makes you cool.
Nah, it really doesn't.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this one. I give my friends live stream fake views. My friend wants to be a pro live streamer, but he said he needs an average of 3 viewers to level up.
Okay.
He only had 1. To help him out, I open up a tab in Chrome, 1 in Firefox, and 1 with a proxy on a virtual machine. I know he would feel sad if he found out I was the only person watching his stream and giving him fake views, so I keep it a secret from him. Sorry, bro.
You're a good friend.
Yeah, dude, and he left the fucking Twitch account as well. That's a good friend.
That's a good friend.
That's like something my mom would do.
That's
you know. It's like, oh god, honey.
You're a good friend.
I mean, you support your friends, man.
Yeah, that's a good friend.
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't know about making like 19 fake accounts though. Maybe a bit much, but
he said he only makes 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Only
so
2
he goes from 1 viewer to 3 viewers.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's a great friend, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope your friend finds out about that, because if I was that guy, I'd be like, that's super fucking sweet of you to do.
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I've actually done this.
Really? With who?
With Sydney. This was like right at the beginning of like quitting YouTube, like me quitting YouTube, and I've just gotten my career started.
Yeah.
She was feeling a little lost in life. And I've already told her this like after the fact.
Yeah.
So she already knows all this. So it's not like she's going to learn this from this one thing. But yeah, so back when she was starting to film in Thailand, she was like working, she was at a point where she was like taking on like any job that she possibly could, just trying to make as much money as she could, like any money. And then, to try and encourage her, I was like, I'm doing this YouTube thing. Do you want to try out streaming? Because I think you could be a really good content creator. And she, at the time, didn't have, she wasn't too confident about it. So I convinced her to give it a shot, even if it was just like whatever, something to do at the time. And I did this exact thing. And I also donated to her subs as well. Just like every so often.
Cute.
She didn't know it was me until years afterwards when she'd already made it.
There you go.
But she
Give it
did.
a little kickstart.
Yeah, she did. She was like, when I told her, she was like, "Are you this user?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Are you Balls McSweaty?
Yeah.
It's like some like completely different name.
So I can't call this guy out for being a sinner as well. 'Cause
no.
I've done the exact same thing.
This is a great. This is a great friend.
Is it a confession to support your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Confession.
Yeah.
I kind of.
Sometimes people, especially in the streaming world, content creation world, sometimes they just need the confidence to just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And even though you did it in secret, they might look back at that point and be like, "Yo, thank you very much for
Yeah,
support.
making me feel like there were people that cared about me at the time."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good on you. Good on you, Toby.
Good on you, guy. Yeah. Keep doing it.
All right, this one is from a dad, a father,
Okay.
who says, "I let my son ditch school for a video game event.
Oh, okay.
My son is 9
Based.
and he's really into Fortnite.
Unbased.
I guess there is some event going on today and he's been so excited about it. However, this morning we figured out that the event would be happening during his Zoom hours at school." So I guess this must have been during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm the type of parent who is super involved with their kids' school stuff, very strict about grades. Decided to let him take the day and enjoy his event. Emailed the school and said he had a headache, feeling like a rebel. And there's a huge edit here. I didn't think this would blow up so fast. I wanted to add some more info. This event was virtual. My son did not go to a physical event. I would not let him go something like that during a pandemic. We live on the West Coast. This event was during school hours for people on the West Coast. I am a mom. Sorry, a mom. I'm sorry. I assumed your gender. I'm a mom. Moms can be cool too.
Damn, I did assume that gender. Fuck.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit, I read that and I was like, that's such a dad thing to do.
My bad, miss.
Oh my God, I feel bad now.
If you don't agree with it, that's cool. I'm not telling you to let your kids skip school for video games. This was a confession. Chill out. Based mom. I will say
Based. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
have
think,
made a core memory
Yeah.
with your son.
Especially during a really shitty time like the pandemic as
Yeah.
well. Like that is something your son's probably going to remember for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's there's no harm in, making sure as long as the studies are kept on top of.
Yeah, yeah.
Having a little treat every now and then within moderation.
Yeah, within moderation. And I feel like number one, this is as long as your son is keeping up with his studies and still not taking off school. This I feel is just one way to make a core memory for your son that they're never gonna forget. And I cannot imagine the bonding, like the feeling of the feeling of closeness you must have to your kid for just doing something like that. This is something that your son is going to tell people for like the rest of his life. I think.
And again, at the end of the day, it's like it's one day in school. Like it's not like your grades are gonna be like depleting with just one day of skipping school, right?
Yeah.
So again, like if I was in this kid's situation, I'd be like, I'd be impressed if my mom knew what Fortnite even was. Let alone if my mom came into my room and was like, "Nah, dog, fuck school. You're going to this Fortnite event." I'd be like, best mom ever.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, Mom.
That's so sick. Good on you.
Yeah. And honestly, kind of a Giga Chad thing to do.
Yeah.
Giga Chadette.
Giga Chadette.
Yeah. Kind of a Giga Chadette.